When looking at the role you will soon step into, there are many important factors to look into as being a project manager. Learn from my experiences as a project manager at Tractor Supply to make sure you can avoid the mistakes that I made to help with your future. Understanding how to navigate these challenges when you are faced with adversity is really important to make sure you can lead with success. There are 3 examples today that I'm going to give you that you can use, that you can implement into our daily use that can help you with how you project manage. You can manage time, learn the projects prior to their start date, and also how to communicate them and how to do them correctly. Managing time as a project manager is one of the most important keys to success. Knowing when projects need to be done and being able to plan out during that time slot is really important to make sure everybody has a task, everyone has a role, and everybody is doing what they need to do. An example that I can use from my own personal experience is at Tractor Supply when we have to put out a new advertisement and we need to put out new shelves with stuff on them. We need to make sure we know what we're putting where and get all the stuff that we're stocking the shelves with out. So when it's time to stock the shelves, we have people who can put them on the shelves and make sure everything's done correctly. Knowing the steps before the project is done is highly important, so then when it starts, you can do it and you can do it correctly. As well as this, it's important because it'll run things a lot smoother. You can prepare yourself and your team, and you are able to move together as a unit instead of having people doing different things. Communication is also a huge factor. Being able to communicate with your team and making sure everybody's on the same page can help you and your team lead with success compared to having a failure. Being able to use different ways of communicating and making sure everybody understands is highly important to the success of the team. Some people are better visual learners, some people are auditory, so being able to have different diagrams and dialogues and be able to have a speech can help people make sure everybody's on the same page. People retaining knowledge is all different, and making sure everybody on that team can retain it is highly important. As a project manager, it is highly important to know these factors and how to motivate yourself and your team to reach the success that you need. Having anything short of that will result in failure, and that is not something we want, especially when you're leading a whole entire team to make sure something's done. It's on a small scale or a large scale. Knowing how to communicate, knowing the project prior to its start date, as well as managing your time correctly is all highly important, and all those factors lead to having an unstoppable workforce. And that is what everybody needs, and for project managers, it's highly important that you can implement those skills into your daily life.